Alright, so in this class we are going to learn how to insert and manage shapes within LibreOffice. So to insert a shape, you can see over here, you can come to the top right over here, you can see different types of shapes. When you click on this small drop down, you can see them of different types. You can just select, but you have to first of all define where you want to add in your shape. So for example, let's say I want to add my shapes here, and I can come over here, click on this. I can add this rectangle by just clicking, dragging, and you can see I have my shape. You can have any shape of your choice, maybe circular shape. You can see if you want to have any shape, you can just go ahead, select and add directly. Now one thing you should know after adding a shape is that it comes in with certain properties. Okay, so you can always hit on the escape sign to escape the shape inserting feature. So you can hit on escape, and right now when you select a particular text, you can see the properties just like the way you have within the image properties. So shapes also have that property. You can put it to go through a text like this one. Now if you move it, you can see it's going to move across or on top of a text. But then if you want, you can always, the one I always prefer is to put it none, so which means it's going to go inside, or it's not going to displace any text. Okay, it's going to have its own place within the document. So if you select, you have all of these properties. You can put it after a text, or by the side, before a text, or through a text. You can have all of these features, and you can align it left, right and center like we've explained in text. This is aligned left, this is aligned center, and this is aligned right as well. You can just go ahead and align it accordingly. Okay, so but I always prefer to align left. Okay, so you have other features like you can bring it to the top, back one more time. You can align it accordingly. Like the one you put at the beginning is going to be above that particular shape. So this one is above this. Let's put it in different color. You can change the fill color from here. You can make it this color. You can see. You can change the line thickness as well from here. You can see different types of lines. You can change the type of line that you want to use. So right now this is dotted, but you'll not see it because of the thickness of the line is so small. You can increase the thickness, and right now you'll be able to see how big the broken line is. Okay, so this is 0.1, and this is very clear. All right, so while selecting a text or a shape, you have all of these features. You can play around with different kind of arrow sign or dotted head sign accordingly, and you can change the color to make it a gradient color type. Okay, if you want hatching or gradient color, you can make it gradient, and you can see right now you have to define the coloration accordingly. You can define how you want the coloration to be. Okay, so you can rotate a shape. If you are selecting a shape, so let's say we select this one, you can rotate it just like the way you rotate your text, your image. You can rotate it as well to any angle of your choice. Okay, so once you're done, you can always click out and you have your shape rotated in this. All right, so still while selecting a shape, you have the option to change it to any angle of your choice from here, and you can even insert shapes from lines of different types. So this is normal line. You can click and you have your normal line with its properties like we've explained. So these are other shapes that you can add. If you have a specific one, this is a different line. This is a curved line. If you want to add a curved line, for example, what you want to add may be curved or thereabout. As soon as you're done, you hit on the escape sign, and you can see right now. All right, so you have different lines. You can see them of different types: polygon, curved line, okay, curved fill line if you want to have it filled. Okay, you can see right now you are defining the shape, but then in curved. Okay, so you can see it very nicely and effectively. All right, you can always add in different things, like you can smooth the curve nature. You can just click and you can smooth the nature of the curve. If you want, you can click to add and play around with the smooth nature of the curve accordingly. You can just double click and you have this option to play around with this. You can smoothen the curve nature of the shape accordingly. So you can play around with all of these features, and whenever you double click on a shape, you can write within it. You can see right now I'm writing inside it. So this is a circle, for example. You can double click to write anything, and you have the option to select and edit all of the text editing features like you have in the normal text. Okay, now another way you can access the properties of any shape by selecting it and coming to properties. These basic properties, you can change the fill color to any color of your choice. Again, you can change it to any color. Can change the transparency. You can change the line options over here. You can select any type of line that you're interested. You can change the color of the line on its own, for example. So let's say we have it red color, but it's very small, that's why you cannot see it. All right, so You can change the thickness of the line, for example, make it a bit thicker so you can be able to see the red line that we've just inserted. So you have a range of other different features like the transparency, the corner style. This is rounded, none, metered, or beveled. You can change accordingly if you are interested. Okay, you can have flat, cap type, flat, or square or rounded. You can change accordingly. Alright, so these are very basic properties of this particular shape that you can have access to, and you can go ahead and play around with them. So shapes are there to be played around with. You can extend, you can move them to anywhere as far as you take note of all of this positioning and so on. Okay, so this basically concludes this class about how to add in shapes and play around with their features and format them accordingly. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next class. Bye.